Welcome to the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi After the Show podcast.
On Friday, ahead of a long weekend here, we like to dig into your email, your questions, your comments. So let's go, guys.
Okay.
This is from Lauren. It is addressed to Sam.
Yes.
Thought Sam might like to know this. Reese's dipped animal crackers are here. I found them at Sam's Club today, and I don't think I've heard the food dude mention them on the show. And yes, they're delicious. I feel like I've seen them.
I think I've seen pictures of them online at Sam's Club, actually.
Reese's dipped animal crackers.
Yeah, because I know we talked about the Reese's, the ones in the frozen section now. They're chocolate-covered chocolate-covered bananas and chocolate-covered strawberries they're selling.
Forget about all this stuff.
Yeah.
Reese's is going to have their own
Oh, I bet those
section.
are good.
Yeah.
You see, I'm looking. Oh, yeah. So they're in a Reese's bag, of course, orange bag.
Animal crackers,
Looks like the other.
one side of them is like the peanut buttery happiness.
They're regular animal crackers or chocolate?
That's what I'm trying to see. They look like
no,
regular
they're
animal
regular.
crackers.
I can tell. They're
I don't know why
regular
my
animal
link's not
crackers.
working here. Target has them apparently too.
Okay, cool.
They're just
You have to go get a
$3.29
bag.
Have you ever-
a bag. You can also get the 1.5 pound bag,
Okay.
which does have the assortment, Sam, that you're looking for.
Oh, chocolate?
I think it does. Milk
Wow.
chocolate and peanut butter.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of variation.
There are.
You're a theme gift giver. Have you ever given anyone, Sam, a whole Reese's bag of Reese's stuff? Because you can do it.
I did that for Parker, my son, the twin. His last year in high school, and he was in that play for the first time. And
right.
and you know how you're supposed to do a bouquet after and all that.
Instead.
So I did fake roses, and a bunch of the roses had Reese's attached to them, different kind of Reese's.
Nice.
I got to look at a picture to see what I did exactly, but it was a bunch of candy
Right.
tied around the roses.
I learned the long way, the hard way about our girls being in theater. Now, Phoebe always liked getting flowers and would come home and put them in a vase, but Taylor liked being handed the flowers, but then she would forget about them and they would end up on the floorboard of the car, and that killed me. So as theater continued, and she didn't mean to, she just was on to the next thing with her friends. Usually right after a show, they have a party with the cast. And so I learned to give her candy. I would buy the big candy bars and then, I don't know, maybe one flower on top of that. And I would wrap it in a bow and give that. And then it was different because you're the one parent giving something other than the flowers.
Yeah.
It works. It
Well,
just
I saw
works.
the ones I gave Parker. They had the party after the performance too, and like 2 weeks later, I saw it. He hadn't touched anything.
Really?
Yeah.
You never know. You never know how a gift is going to land, but
No
a
idea.
themed gift is always a good idea. And I know Lauren sent that in about the Reese's, but I just brought it up because you recently just gave our Taylor, when graduating college last weekend, you gave her a cheese-themed gift.
Yeah,
and
the
it was
party
such
was a cheese themed because she wanted cheese, and you did the boards. And so
yeah.
I was like, how can I do cheese?
So
Actually,
funny.
and here's a little insider too. I was looking for. I was going to get crafty. I was looking for an all-yellow bag, and I was going to buy some orange circle stickers. Put them on it and make my own
Man,
Swiss cheese
You
bag.
were really going to
That
make a
would've been cute.
project
Couldn't
out
find
of
it,
it.
so I bought the one that was just yellow.
You probably don't remember this also. I love to talk about gifts, sorry, but a themed gift that I remember you giving someone or someone gave you. Maybe it was one of your kids, maybe it was Jackson that gave you a bunch of all the different kinds of M&Ms
Yeah.
once.
Yeah.
And that's a great idea because you could just go nuts.
Yeah, I've given that before too.
It's fun.
You can also buy a bag that has all of those mixed together already for you.
They have that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Wait,
Yeah, I make a regular convenience store trip at least once a week, Sam.
Wow.
wait, you mean
I can't buy gas without going in and seeing.
in the M&M, there's one big M&M's bag that has a mixture?
Yeah, and I don't know that they're huge. I mean, this was what I bought. Had it had the assortment. It had the peanut
Regular?
butter. It had the M&M. I guess you have regular M&Ms,
Peanut.
the peanut M&Ms, the peanut butter M&Ms.
Mint, crunchy.
Those
cookie,
weren't in there. No, I think it
They
was
probably
just
kept
those
it on
dark
the
three.
chocolate,
peanut, on the-
caramel.
Yeah, I think they stay with those three in
You
that
could
assortment
still-
bag.
Man, it's just, yeah.
It's
themed
good. It's a
gifts work.
surprise in every bite.
So thank you, Lauren, for reminding us. Now we all need to be looking for these Reese's dipped animal crackers is
Yeah.
what it's called. This came in to our murphysamandjody.com email from Terry. I heard you guys talking about the first R-rated movie you ever saw, and I remember my mom and her sister and my aunt had rented a movie, and all the kids had to go to bed before they watched it. I heard them giggle the next day that they hadn't taken the movie back yet. And then they left for the store. So I watched the movie. It was Bull Durham.
Oh.
Yes, Terry. And I saw Kevin Costner's booty.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my first R-rated movie. Terry, that is an R-rated movie.
Yeah.
It's Susan Sarandon and Kevin Costner. Like that for a lot of women was their first introduction to Kevin Costner. For me, it was a movie called No Way Out. But that movie, Bull Durham, it's a baseball movie. And it's very sexual.
Yeah, there's that locker room scene there.
There's bathtub scenes. I mean, it's just a sexual movie.
Yeah.
So for that to be your first rated R movie, whoa, Terry.
It's very rated R.
I bet you love some Kevin Costner.
I have some questions for you, Jodi, going back to the cheese board.
Yes, Sam.
Different questions about things on the board.
Oh, yeah,
So
okay.
hopefully your memory's good. Becky says, what are the black, dark colored items? Olives?
Yeah, no. There were some black olives, but
Yeah.
there was an olive mixture. So there were green and black olives. I've had more than one person ask me about the black things, the dark colored things on the board. They are dark chocolate sea salt caramels.
Yeah.
They're square chocolates.
And they were heaven.
They were so
Yeah,
good.
they're good.
Did you?
I had 2 or 3 of them.
They're so good.
Those came from Costco. I don't remember the brand name.
Oh, I
you?
do. I think it's Sanders or something like that.
Okay.
Kirkland?
They work on a board because chocolate works with that, but it also has the salty and sweet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing.
They are
That's
good.
what they are. And that they do recommend, the food experts of the world, they do recommend putting dark chocolate or chocolates along with cheese and all the other.
Is that like a cleanser, like the
Probably.
ginger is with...
I don't know.
Asian
Chocolate, I think, would be a
Sushi.
very difficult palate cleanser because it sticks to you.
I don't
But
know.
yeah. And by the way, those little things, they're 85 calories a piece.
Oh, good to know.
Those.
Been
So-
popping them, have you?
Well, I mean, that's why I read it before I started popping them because they're poppable.
I know.
Before you know it, you can get 6 into those.
The magic of them is the sea salt on top.
I had about
So-
425 calories worth.
Okay.
Anna's also, are those figs or chocolates? Yeah, that answers that. Those
Not
are
figs.
chocolates.
Although
Yeah.
figs are it's a good question because figs are recommended on a board. Things like, those kind of fruits are recommended as well.
And Vicky wants to know, what kind of dip is that?
That was spinach artichoke dip.
It was good.
Yeah, it's all good. Man,
And that was that big one, too. You bought that at Costco, but I've seen that at Walmart, too, right? Walmart sells that
I don't know.
brand?
I don't know, but I don't remember the brand, but it's just spinach and artichoke. You could make spinach and artichoke dip. It's
Yeah.
that's the dip that was on there, on that board. You guys want to keep going with
Yeah.
some emails? Let's do this one. Jose, I listen to your show every single day and enjoy it a lot. You were talking about feeling the presence of a loved one who had passed, and it reminded me of my own experience. Here's my story. My dad passed away in 2003. The same year I moved to the U.S. My mom was taken care of by my sisters until she passed away in 2016. The day she passed, I received a call from my sisters with the news. I grabbed a beer, my camera, and sat in the backyard saying some prayers and thinking about my parents and the great life they had provided us. Suddenly, a male cardinal appeared on the fence. In our family, cardinals have always symbolized my dad. I took a few pictures, and a minute later, a female cardinal joined us. I got goosebumps, and tears started to form on my face. Not sad, but happy ones, thinking that they were there with me just to say, "Hi, son, we are together again." It is something that I will never forget and keep in my heart and soul. We bought a bird feeder, and now we always enjoy watching the cardinals come and eat. Have a great day, from Jose. I love it. Look,
Yeah.
a lot of people feel that cardinal thing, and it's really special when you see the two of them together. It just is. Often you'll see just one, but when you see two together, it's like, oh, there's a couple. They're a little couple.
Well,
They're mating.
what I love about those moments is, no one really should ever judge those moments because you can't prove or disprove.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? There literally is no, your belief system may get in the way, but there's no way to prove one way or the other that that's not what's actually happening or that it isn't
Let
happening.
it be
You know
what
I mean?
you want it to be or need it to be for yourself.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the moment and move. You don't ever have to even tell anybody if you have a
I
moment.
do think there's got to be something, though, that's special about a moment like that or a feeling that's so gripping that it transforms you in that moment. Where you believe.
Or just simply that it reminds you. You're going about your day and you see these things in nature, whatever it may be for you. It just reminds you of a spirit or someone that you love that's no longer really here. Let it remind you.
Yeah, I love the subtle reminders, but I really do love the ones that jolt you, and I haven't had very many of those.
You will.
My mom in the car that day, that whatever that feeling was, and it was a crazy strong feeling, and that it was telling Jodi, I had a dream about my grandfather on my dad's side, Skipper, who I don't ever dream about. I mean, I literally never dream about him, and we were in conversation, and he was asking me, what has he missed? It was very strange. So I don't know how real that was or not, but it was enough to be, again, that's that kind of gripping thing. You wake up and it's like, it jolts you, Yeah, right, yeah.
And you don't know what it is.
No.
Take it for what it was. Alexandra sent this. I just wanted to comment on your conversation about Courtney Cox and Matthew Perry. And that was the conversation that this week that brought this subject up, because Courtney Cox said on the record that she still feels like Maddie visits her.
Oh, that's right.
My dad passed away in December of 2020 from COVID. In August 2022, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I don't remember Dad visiting me after he passed, but he visited me numerous times after I was diagnosed. I would wake up at night feeling him right next to my bed, or that he would be standing near the foot of the bed. One time I woke up feeling someone touch my hand, and I knew it was him. My husband sleeps on the other side of the bed, by the way.
Wow.
I feel very blessed that Dad would visit me. By the way, 5/30/24 will be 1 year of my remission. That's next week.
Yeah.
Alexandra, congratulations on being in remission.
Absolutely. Congratulations on that.
And honestly, congratulations on the dad visits. I would love that too. And isn't that interesting that it's only after our diagnosis? Just so interesting. We love hearing from you. You can send us messages on Facebook, on Instagram. You can also email us at murphysamandjody.com.